In this tutorial, we will create I am a user account for the AWS root user that we have. I am means identity and access management is a fundamental service provided by Amazon Web Service that allow you to manage access to AWS resources and service. Now let's go to sign in, and we will sign in using the root user. I have tutorial that I create on how to create a root user account in the AWS website. Now let me access with my email the root user, coding techniques 15 at gmail.com. Here I have coding techniques 15 at gmail.com as a email and my password. And okay, here is my password. Now we have successfully signed into the AWS root user account. So now we will create a I am a user. Here you see we have I am a user, and if you did not see I am, you can search for the I am in the search bar, but now here we have I am. So now let's click the I am. So the I am is opening. Okay, so here we have the where we will create I am, which is identity and access management. Okay, so you will click on the users, and then here we have create user. Click on the create user. Now we will create user to our I am. Then now you can name the user whatever you like, but here I will name it user as the username that we have. Okay, and then here we have provide user access to the AWS management access. Let's click here. So for the programmatic access, you will click on I want to create I am a user instead of this specify a user in identity center. So we can use this. Okay, so in the password I will leave it as the auto-generated password, because we will change the password in the future when we want to log into the I am user account. Okay, so the next thing we will do is click next. So here we have permission options, and if you want to, you will just go to attach policy, and if you want to create another user specific for the some action, you will leave it and add a user to group. So in this group you can add many users for a particular action or a similar action. So here I don't need to create more users in the future, so I don't need this group. So just click attach policy. Here in the attach policy, now I can give permission to this user, so which is the resources I want the user to access. So in this case, let me give it the S3 full access. So here we have S3 full access. Okay, and what I will do next is to click next. Okay, so you can add tag if you want, but in this case I don't need the tag. And if you can see, we have permission summary. So the user is given for permission for Amazon S3 full access, and then he is also given permission to I am user change password. Okay, he can change his password and he can access the Amazon S3. Okay, now let's create this user. So user created successfully, and then here we can download the CSV file, and you will not share the CSV file with anyone. Okay, the CSV file contains the username, console password, and then sign in URL. So let me download these. Okay, so we will return to the user. So in this user doesn't have the access, which is access key, secret key. Okay, then how we can create this access and secret key? We will just click on the user. Okay, so if we click on the user, here we have create access key. Okay, and we can use this to create access key. Here we have local code, and you can choose application running on AWS third-party service, but in this case I will choose local host. Okay, so you see you can ignore this warning. Alternative recommended you use an integrated development environment. Okay, just click I understand the above recommendation and I want to proceed to create an access, then click next. Okay, so here you can add the description. So I don't need description here. I just want to create the access key directly. So here we have, this is the only access key created. Okay, so we have access key and secret key for accessing with the programmatic access, and here we have download.csv file. So you can download here, and this access key you will not share it with anyone. Okay, the next thing we will do is we can use our user that we have to access the I am a user, and we will sign out of this. So let me click this. This is the old one that I have. Now here is the user credential that I have, that I just download. Okay, now let me first show in folder and then open this. So with the notepad. Okay, so here is the username, password, and console URL. Okay, I will use this console URL, copy this, and then paste this in the browser tab. Okay, so now I will access the URL. Okay, you see this account ID provided using the account ID that it is in the URL. So the name of, we have the user, and the password that we have is auto generated. We just need to go and copy the password. Okay, so after copying the password, let's paste it. We can sign in now. So we provide the old password that we have, just copy and then change the password. Okay, let me add the new password. And then retype new password. Okay, confirm password change. So you see we have access to the I am account. Here we have the user, and you see, let's go to the I am. In this case we have limited permission. You cannot even see the user. So let me access and show you as an example. You see here access denied. So because we doesn't have the administrative access, and if you want to see everything and if you want to have permission on everything here, the only thing you can do is to go to the permission in the root user and give administrative access. So now let's sign out and go to the root user and give this user administrative access so that he can have permission over everything. But this is not any user that you can give permission over everything. So now we can access with the root user, sign in using root user. So we have coding techniques. Okay, we have this coding techniques 15@gmail.com, and then let's have the password. So here we have access to the AWS, and now we can go to the user and give this permission, which is administrative access. Here is the IAM user. Okay, so go to the click on the users, and here is the user. Let's click on this user, and you can see we have add permission here. The only permission that he has now is Amazon S3 full access, and I am a user. Change password. Now let me give administrative access. So here we go to the attach policy. Okay, so now we can give this administrative access. So in this case, he can have as many permission as possible using this administrative access. He can do almost a lot of things. So let's click next to add the permission. You see we have add permission here. Okay, so now we added we have 3 permission: administrator access, Amazon S3 full access, and I am a user. Change password. So now let's log out again and then check if this administrative access working. Earlier we have limited access, now we have added administrative permission. So let's go and check if we will still have access denied. So we will send it using I am a user. So let me copy the I am a user URL and then paste it in the new tab. Okay, so the user, we have here the username as user, and now we will add the password that we just changed. Okay, let's sign in. So you see we have signed in here. To let's check if we can have access denied again. Let's check if we can have the access denied again. So in this case, let's try to access. You see we doesn't have any access denied as earlier, because that we create we have the administrative access. Okay, so this is how I am a user it works, and we will use this user in the next tutorial to create a bucket and have access to the bucket upload file using Spring Boot. So for now, this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. I hope you will subscribe this channel for more videos.